How to Get Rich, an executive summary of the best ideas from the #1 best-selling book by Tony Robbins, Money, Master the Game. Number 1. Don't get into the game unless you know the rules. Game options include cash or cash equivalents, bonds, CDs, your home, your pension, annuities, insurance, structured notes, equities, high-yield bonds, real estate investment trusts, commodities, currencies, collectibles. If you don't know what these things are, then don't gamble with your future. Do your research, study, and learn. Number 2. Tony recommends that you get a fiduciary, not a financial planner. Most financial planners get paid even if you don't make money. They get rich while you don't. 49% of fund managers don't even own shares of the funds they manage. 46% of financial planners don't even have a retirement plan. Isn't this amazing? They don't practice what they preach. This is why Tony recommends investing through a fiduciary, a legal standard adopted by a relatively small but growing segment of independent financial professionals or registered investment advisors. Tony cites the example of the butcher versus the dietitian. Both the butcher and the dietitian work in the food industry, but the butcher says, "Buy meat, make me rich." Regardless of what you need, the butcher sells you meat. Let's see what she's selling today. Wow! Today's specials are high stock fees, high fee 401ks, and shares of Enron. Yummy! The dietitian, on the other hand, gets you what you need to be healthy. She says, "Get rich, eat healthy food." Financial planners sell you funds and stocks which make them rich. Fiduciaries sell you what you need to be financially healthy. I must say that this is a gross oversimplification. There are many financial planners out there who conduct their lives with great integrity and who only want to make money if you make money. They simply don't want to deal with the bureaucratic regulations and paperwork requirements of fiduciary standards. However, the so what of this principle is very sound. Please ensure that your investment broker cares about you, that he or she has integrity, and that he or she only gets rich if you do. Number 3, index funds. You can't beat the market. Let's say this red line represents the market. It goes up and down each year, but over time it goes up in value. 96% of funds fail to outperform this market. This is a very key point of the book. Let's say you buy an awesome fund and it's called the Black Line Fund. It outperformed the market right here. This is the year your financial planner advertised the Black Fund to you, and this is when you bought it. After that point, like 96% of all other funds, it fails to outperform the market. Rather than wasting your time trying to find the perfect fund to invest in, people should simply invest in a low-fee index fund, for example, the Vanguard S&P 500. Number 4, automate investments and savings. Set it up electronically so you don't have to think about it. Whatever percentage you choose to invest, make it automatic. For example, a young nurse makes $2,000 a month. She's smart and she decides to invest 10% of her income, so every month $200 goes into an S&P 500 index fund. As we just learned, 96% of funds fail to outperform a market mirroring fund, so our nurse has made a very good investment. As she gets promoted, she continues to put 10% of her salary away. She never sees this money or misses it because it's automated. By the time she is head nurse and makes $8,000 a month, she's investing $800 a month and it doesn't hurt. She is building wealth and it's automatic. Minimize fees. Even a 1% fee can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. Beware of death by 1,000 cuts or fees. You might find a transaction cost, a tax cost, soft dollar cost, cash drag, redemption fees, exchange fees, account fees, purchase fees, and sales charges or loads or deferred sale charges. Investment fees should be around 1%. However, the average mutual fund fee is 3.17% each year. It is possible to own a little of the top 500 stocks, as defined by the S&P 500, for as low as 0.14%. So 3.17% is for sure a ripoff. $100,000 invested for 30 years at 7% makes $324,000 if you have a 3% fee. $432,000 if you have a 2% fee, and $574,000 if you only pay a 1% fee. Paying 3% may take away 50 to 70% of your nest egg. Bottom line, invest in a market-mirroring index fund, for example the S&P 500, which has a 1% maintenance fee. You need to know how much money you will really need for your life and your retirement. Make a plan. Be accurate. Will you need to make a house payment? What income do you need your investments and retirements to provide? What will your medical bills be? How expensive are your hobbies or your travel plans? Don't make oversimplifications. Be accurate about your requirements and desires and make a plan to get there. Number 7. Pay your mortgage payment plus next month's principal every month. This means you make the principal payment twice every month. For example, this is your dream house. It costs $270,000 with a 30-year mortgage. Your mortgage payments are $1,618 a month. However, only $270 of your first payments pay the principal. The rest is interest. Tony recommends that you pay your $1,618 every month, but that you also pay $270 extra a month. Do this and you will pay off your house 15 years earlier. Tax efficiency equals faster financial freedom. The less money you spend on taxes each year, the more you can save and invest. Americans average 54% taxes once you factor in income tax, property tax, sales tax, fuel tax, ... You must learn how to minimize your taxes. Of course, be honest, but also be smart. Some ideas include starting a business so you can write off expenses before paying taxes. Itemize deduct. Invest in your S&P 500 index fund via Roth IRA or a Roth 401k. With a Roth, you will pay taxes on what you put in, not what you take out. Asset allocation is the most important investment decision of your lifetime. This requires dividing up your money among different classes or types of investments. Don't put all of your eggs into one basket, or said more practically, don't put your wealth into one type of investment. Tony lays out Ray Dalio's asset allocation as an example. Ray is one of the most successful investors of all time. Ray allocates his investments with 7.5% going to gold, 7.5% commodities, 30% stock, 15% intermediate U.S. bonds, 40% long-term U.S. bonds. If you have the time and the money, this might be a good model for you to use. Know why you're investing. Income is the outcome. Your investments must provide you with an income that you can live off of in your retirement. If you need your retirement to pay you $5,000 a month for 10 years, then you will need less money if you need your retirement to pay you $5,000 a month for the next 35 years. Make sure you are taking less risk as you get older. This is where annuities come into play. There are safe mechanisms for getting an income out of your investments. Tony recommends a fixed index annuity. It would be a shame for the stock market to have a bad year when you are about to retire and all of your retirement monies are gone. As you get older, you must keep your investments safer and safer. And finally, speed up your financial dream. You can do this by 1. Saving more and investing the difference. This is common sense. If you're frugal and can live off a smaller percentage of your salary, then you are free to invest more of your income. A great example is smoking. Rather than smoking a $6 pack of cigarettes every day, I would take that $6 every day or $180 a month and invest it. I would rather be rich one day than smoke cigarettes and be unhealthy. Number 2, earn more and invest the difference. Each time you get a pay raise, don't simply increase your spending. Try to increase your investing. When I first joined the Army, I had a small salary and small expenses, but I kept earning more each year. As a captain in the Army, I was earning $3,300 a month. This was a great salary. When I got promoted to major, I got a huge pay raise, but I kept living off of the $3,300 a month. When I made colonel, I got another huge pay raise, but I kept living off of the $3,300 a month. As my salary went up, my standard of living remained the same. This meant I was able to save more and invest more, making it possible to achieve financial freedom much sooner than most of my colleagues. Number 3, change your lifestyle. For example, you could move to a cheaper or tax-free state and instantly have up to 13% more money in your pocket to reinvest. You could live in California and pay 13.3% of your income to the state taxman, or you could move to Washington and put that 13.3% in your pocket. The more money you have available, the more you are able to invest and speed up your investment timeline. Okay, so there you have it. How to Get Rich, an executive summary of the best ideas from the #1 best-selling book by Tony Robbins, Money, Master the Game. I hope you learned something new and are now more capable of making good financial decisions. Thanks for learning, and don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend who needs to know this. Life is a special operation. Are you ready for it?